Okay.
Hello and welcome to the Alt Blk Girls.
Yeah, welcome. This is our first podcast.
Yeah, our first chat. Alt meaning alternative.
Therefore, so what's your name?
My name is Alt Girl 1.
And mine is Alt Girl 2. That's our names. Yeah, so I guess we should just go straight into it and just talk about today's topic and talk about how we feel. So I guess today's topic is lockdown, the pandemic, how's everyone coping, and just life after lockdown. Yeah, so do you want to go first or should I?
Yeah, you start it off.
Alright, so personally, this lockdown has been it's been up and down. It's been intense. It's been, I don't know. I guess let me just start off with like the pros and cons. So I'll start off with the pros. So
Sorry.
no, it's alright. With lockdown, let me just bring it. With lockdown, I've had like a nice break. Like, it's nice to not wake up early in the morning and go to work. It's nice to like that. It's not lazy to stay at home. You know what I mean? It's just like I can just chill. I can relax and just vibe by myself. I guess those are my pros to lockdown, and that's about it. And the cons are, for those who don't know, I was made redundant from working at an art gallery. I won't say where, but I used to work at an art gallery. And I was made redundant in September. And I don't know, it's just like I was furloughed during the first like lockdown that we went through, and that was alright, you know. I didn't need to worry about finance as much, but now it's different. I feel like I'm living off, I don't know, this feels like too personal, isn't it? Is it? I don't know, this is just the first one.
Later.
Huh? You can decide later.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So yeah, like, you know, like I was made redundant. Just no furlough, no nothing is coming in, and I'm trying to find like new jobs, and I'm not even trying to apply for anything extravagant, just normal Tesco or supermarket kind of job.
Yeah.
Just trying to find a job in something that's deemed essential. And the amount of rejection that I've been getting, it's just like, I know it's not me because I've managed to get better jobs, you know. Maybe it's just because everyone's applying right now and there's a higher demand, but it's not, this lifestyle that we're living in, it's not sustainable, because eventually, I don't know, it's just like we can't just live like this forever, you know what I mean? And it's just made me think about life, like my future, this lockdown, and just how everything can be so unpredictable, and I just don't even know where to start. I don't know where to like plan. We're trying to save, but then there's like bills that keep coming out, so, and jobs are getting harder and harder to find. So how do you grind and save and do all the things that you want to in a very unstable time, I guess?
Yeah, it's a challenging time and it's just all uncalled for.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I thought, because I am on furlough at the moment, I work in retail. I recently graduated. And I graduated in anthropology, but it's like, I thought that after I'd be going into a grad job, and I thought right now I'd be working and saving money. I thought I'd find a grad job and then like just keep my retail job now as a weekend job and just save money, buy a house, whatever. then COVID came.
Yeah.
My last term of uni was just cancelled. It was all online, which was very strange. We were writing our dissertations, and it was like we couldn't meet our tutors and our supervisors and stuff. My graduation ceremony was just completely robbed. Like, I was kind of looking forward to that as well. And it's just a strange time. I say the first lockdown, I am different to you. Well, not really, because there were parts of the first lockdown that we both enjoyed. But I'd say I had a good first lockdown because
Me too, I'd say that.
it was sunny, like
It was
picnics.
summer,
I was driving around to like different parks. I was like in the outdoors, and I just graduated, so I wasn't doing a tough, like a very thorough job search because it wasn't that deep. I needed a break. I'd just been studying for 4 years.
Yeah.
So cool. We went back to work, and then they announced that we're having another lockdown, and it's a bit like,
Because it's winter.
yeah.
The sun is setting so early.
Yeah, it's dark outside early as hell now. Even my mum got made redundant. Luckily, it was only for about 2 or 3 weeks, and she's got a job now.
Yeah.
And it's in a school, so that's essential. But it's just a weird time. Like, I'm not finding grad jobs. Half of them aren't even getting back to me. And it's like, also jobs now are asking for 1 to 2 years experience. But it's like, in between uni where I should have got experience, well, not should have, but where someone would get experience, I spent all those months traveling around the world, and I don't regret it now, because obviously with COVID and how travel might be over unless you get the vaccine and all this stuff, so I don't really regret that. But it's just a bit like, maybe I should have like done a placement so I'd have like something to my name when I'm applying for these jobs. So it's like they're asking for work experience 1 to 2 years when I've just bloody graduated, and they want us to have a master's now. So it's like so many people are going to uni and doing their degrees that is just completely worthless now, like unless you do your master's. And it's like, masters, I've been looking at doing it because I am edging towards doing it, and they're like 10k minimum, and the good unis are like 16k for a master's in what I want to do. So it's a bit of a challenging and awkward time, but there are parts that I am grateful for, like being on furlough, having friends that I can call and talk to literally about anything as well, because I feel like the friends we have like as a unit, like the two of us, and the friends we have outside the two of us are generally open-minded and approachable, and welcoming. So I'm probably grateful for that as well.
Just to add on what you were saying about experience, is I studied film studies and I graduated in 2019, so this was before the whole lockdown situation. And after university, I found it hard to get a job just anywhere again. I keep saying that to my friends and stuff, that 2019 was one of my worst years. But I think, just to add on to what you were saying about the experience, I went in and I did freelance for a while. And the thing about freelance is that it's a mental mind game throughout the whole thing. It's because I just graduated, and you're still shy about your skills. You're not sure like if you're good enough, but you don't want your university degree to go to waste, so you try your best. But then you still need to learn like how to edit, because everything's on social media now. So when you are like working with other people, they expect you to be some kind of like tech genius to know how to do all the cool edits and stuff, but they don't want to pay you the fee for all of those cool edits, and it was hard to kind of adapt into the freelance world. And I kind of needed experience to get the experience that I wanted so that I could get the grad job that I wanted. And it just felt like I eventually just got burnt out because it was just too much pressure. I didn't feel like I was good enough, and I was broke, and freelance wasn't cutting it. So it led me to working in like a cinema, which was crap. But then I endured it and I got a better job at an art gallery. So it just kind of felt like this year, the beginning of this year, I was on a better foot. And then just for it to just crumble because of COVID just made me feel like, should I plan ahead? Like, should I plan like for my future? Or should I just plan for the now, if that makes sense? Like, I don't want this to sound like a woe is me, because like, I am also grateful for I'm also grateful for all the good things that's happened. Like, during the first lockdown, I was on furlough. It was summer. It was hot as well for a long time in London, so it was nice to like just get out. I didn't feel the pressure of lockdown as I do now. But I don't know, I just feel like we're getting conned. I feel like we're getting played, and it's kind of weird because life's changed, but it's changed in a way that it's just I don't understand how it's changed. It's always the small things, like Alt Girl 1 couldn't graduate, you know what I mean? She couldn't have a graduation ceremony. You traveling is not something that you should feel bad about, but we just didn't have foresight. We didn't know that we will go into lockdown. And anthropology, it's good that you travel, you know? It gives you a different perspective. For those people who eventually, when you do get your grad job, if you've never traveled, like, you only have a limited mindset, you know? So it's not something to feel bad about. And I guess the freelance that I did do gave me an understanding of this industry and how to go about it, because you could kind of say that was very naive. But I feel like, because we live in London, we live in one of the cities like where you live in a good place to like get jobs and to like progress in life, but then, and you live with like there's like a bunch of millionaires around us, a bunch of YouTubers, influencers that live around us, and you've also got just like normal everyday people, and you've got poor people around. So it's just like, you can't tell someone not to like look outside or compare yourself, because outside of social media you also see it in real life, you know, how life can change for yourself. And if you're not, I feel like if I'm not doing anything, I'm just kind of accepting like mediocre. I can't say it. Yeah, that word.
Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of pressure as well to like start a business in this time, and you know, I mean, it is a good push because people are starting businesses and they're able to quit their jobs and they can do that full time. They're getting 6 figures and it's only been a few months or whatever. And it's like, good on them. But I feel like a bit of pressure to just have everything together, because there are people still getting apartments, still getting houses, starting their businesses, and I'm just like, bloody hell, I'm trying to like
keep up.
I'm still here like editing my CV and applying for jobs, and I feel like the pandemic has left me a bit behind. So it's a bit of a weird feeling. And then I want to start a business too, but it's like, I don't know what business to start, and like, I don't know, it's just a bit of a confusing time. But obviously we don't know how long this is going to be for.
Yeah.
So it's like we need to work out a space where we can adapt. But then it's like, we also just need to live and make sure that we're okay with this. Yeah. It's quite a strange time, to be honest. I didn't think my early 20s would be robbed by this either. It's fucking weird.